Oh wow, I thought this was going to be a yard sale. This is like an old antique dealer. This is amazing. So I was on my way to Goodwill, and just around the corner I had seen there was a yard sale sign, and there happened to be a few in the neighborhood, so I went and checked those out real quick before I headed over to Goodwill. So let's go ahead and see what I was able to find. Oh, look at this nice little mid-century piece. How beautiful is this? I love the colors and the design. Only $1. I'm not seeing anything the matter with it either. That's pretty amazing. It's pink glass. Probably depression. Maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Definitely has a little age to it. It's kind of pretty. Definitely modern. Good for the Thanksgiving turkey. I kind of like the colors of these mats back here. They kind of go with my living room, so I'm just trying to ponder. They're only 50 cents each. I think I should just go ahead and pick them up. And if I don't end up having a need for them, it was only $1, right? She sold me this rug for $2, and it was practically new. The garage looks full of stuff, but there's a bunch of people in there right now. They did have these books outside, so let's go ahead and check these out. They all are individually marked. A parrot's book. That could be worth some money. Exotic fish. Probably some profit to be had there. I'm not really reselling those type of books right now, so I usually just look for myself with the books. Cute little puppy. Old newspapers with box 25 without box 20. She knows totes are expensive. She knows what's up. Ooh, a clown lamp. That's fantastic. Do you think my husband will be upset if I bring this clown lamp home? I think it's pretty great. The guy on top might be slightly creepy though. What do we think? Creepy? Cute? Let me know. It's kind of nice she has all of her things in bags because everything's really clean. She obviously was some type of a antique dealer or something to have this kind of inventory. Very well organized. Some Christmas stuff here. Easter holiday. It is kind of hard to determine what is what though, you know, having it all out in the open, really kind of having to dig a bit, and I'm finding it a little difficult to kind of sift through it this way. So, get clean items, but it's a little harder to kind of see, right? That's pretty creepy. Well, that's a little too scary for me, for my liking. She does have some nice Halloween items here. Somebody will be very happy if they happen upon it and are looking for those type of decor items. So I am going to glance through this little Christmas tote, see if I can find anything vintage. I do enjoy vintage Christmas. See little ornament bags, maybe I can find something here. Those look a little newer. Basically $1 for the little grab bags. Kind of fun. Seeing kind of a lot of modern stuff though. I was hoping for more vintage. Nice little nativity. I'm really digging deep now. I'm determined to find at least one bag I like. $3 for this one. Of course, the one I like is a couple dollars more, but that's fine. Totally worth it. I think this looks like a nice grab bag. I do recognize some of these ornaments as vintage because I have a couple of them already. So I think that's a good bag. I'll grab that one. She said she had a little bit more in the back, and this is where I found a lot of vintage items to be. It was a little more open, not as many things in bags directly, so a little easier to sift through now. I always love these little TV tray things. I don't know why. I don't really have a use for it, but I always think they're really fun. So like a bed and breakfast kind of thing. Cool little turkey plate. It's pretty. Made in Colombia. It's beautiful. There are still some things in bags back here as well. I don't know why I'm finding it challenging to look at the things in the bags, but I am. I'm gonna use this as my little grocery, my cart for now. This little sponge frog back here. These are usually good sellers. You can find them not all chipped up. $2. As far as I can tell, he looks pretty good. I'm not seeing anything the matter with him. See if we can dig a little bit more. These bags. Ooh, some open shelves. This is what I'm more accustomed to, and I like this pink dog. This is definitely a vintage planter. I've seen this guy before in blue. I've never seen the pink one. Pink is really in right now. I bet that will do good. I'll see a price on it. Little cat planter is kind of cute too. It doesn't look as old, but it definitely is probably like 80s or 90s. It definitely has been a really well organized yard sale. I'm gonna walk away with a few things I liked. Great, so I'm back home now. I was pleasantly surprised to come across those yard sales on my way to Goodwill. Did not plan on stopping at yard sales today, but I saw the big sign. I was like, hey, why not? Let's check it out. And I'm glad I did. I found some pretty cool stuff. So there was 2 yard sales in the little community street there. The first one, I did pick up that pink rug, the kind of like hall rug, I guess. You know, it's kind of rectangular. And that was only a couple bucks, so that was a great deal. It looked brand new, so always can use rugs. And I also grabbed the 2 little trivets, is that what we're calling these, for 50 cents. They are, you can smell them like straw. I really like the colors to them, and I recently got my new rug for my living room, and it does have some pink in it, and this will go really well on my little couch stands. So it was kind of what I had in mind when I saw them for 50 cents. I wasn't sure if I quite wanted them, but it just reminded me of my living room, so I was like, you know what, I'll pick them up and give them a try and see. You know, can't go wrong for just, you know, a few quarters. And also from her, I picked up the little mid-century bowl, I guess is what it is. And I love the brown and yellow. It's 2 of my favorite colors together, along with orange. And I do love green as well, but those are my colors, and I absolutely adore this bowl. Nice little trinket bowl. Only $1 she was asking, and it's in really great shape. There's a little bit of sticker residue here that looks like original. Then I'm gonna see if I can get that off because there's some like original glue there, but I think it'll come off no problem. And I'm not even seeing crazing or anything wrong with it. So pretty amazing piece for $1, wouldn't you say? So just up the road a few houses, I found this older lady's home. It was marked as a yard sale. I went in, and it definitely seemed like she had been either collecting for years, or she was in the antique business. Maybe she had an antique booth at some point or something like that. And, you know, she's kind of letting it go now at her home at a yard sale. So yeah, I got the cute little pink, I guess it's a Cocker Spaniel dog planter, and it's in really good shape. It does have the darker crazing lines throughout the piece, which is the good crazing, right? You know it's older. And I'm not sure the maker. I've seen these listed as Shawnee, and I've seen them listed as something else. I can't think of it right now. Like Carlton's, was it Carlton something? But the ones I saw listed, none of them were marked on the bottom either, and mine is just kind of like that. So if you happen to know a way to indicate whether this is Shawnee or the other type and what to look for in particular, that would be helpful. But it's still really cool. You know, my understanding is probably from the 1940s, but I'll have to do a little bit more research and see if I can decipher if it's Shawnee or the other one. Still really beautiful and vintage nonetheless, and really happy with that piece. She charged me $3 for that. So this one I can tell is not as old, but I thought it was a really sweet planter. I got a lot of cat people out there that like to purchase from me, so I figured I'd have some people screaming at me if I did not pick this up. So I'll probably just end up putting this in a live sale. It does have a little bit of craze in the glaze. It looks like it's mostly at the bottom there. Yeah, it kind of goes around the base of it a little bit too, but she asked me $3 on this guy as well. So we'll toss it up at a live sale in the next week or two, and we'll see if we can find it at home. In one of her baggies was the ever so nostalgic ceramic frog sponge holder. She was asking $2 on it. I kind of looked at it through the bag. I didn't see anything too significant. I can see a tiny, tiny chip there now, but that's pretty good for these. And a little bit at the toes. I guess there is a little bit of chipping. So it's kind of a shame, but I think it'll still be okay. It's not really too significant. It's just barely at the paint surface. So I think it could be touched up. Honestly, I'll probably try this in a live sale as well. But for $2, not a bad deal on the little flower, the flower frog. For $2, not a bad deal for the little frog sponge. And I like that he's all green, pretty authentic if you're into frogs, right? You don't have to have all the wild colors they came in. And she had a lot of holiday stuff, and I picked up a couple of things. I got this plate here for Thanksgiving, of course. I love collecting the turkey stuff. I particularly like the ceramic, like, hobbyist pieces of the turkeys, like little jars. Very fun to collect. And this one was only $1. This is marked at the back of it. It says Thanksgiving, which is the pattern name, and it's put out by a Mayotte factory in, I think Queens is the brand, made in Colombia. It says adapted from the original copper engraving. So I don't know much about it. I did look it up. It seems like they go for about 10 a piece. So I think at $1, I did pretty good on it. And I probably will just use it as a, you know, plate at the back of my hutch just for Thanksgiving decor, since I just have the one of them. But I could see collecting these in the future and maybe use them as our Thanksgiving plates for the meal, right? So really, very cool. And I did glance through all of those Christmas grab bags. You guys know I love me a good Christmas grab bag. And I was able to come up with this one. Most of them were $1. This one was $3. I guess, have expensive taste. So I recognized this guy here. I have these, the little guitar playing guys. They are like a resin kind of plastic material, and I always think they're really fun. I come from a musical family, so I always like to decorate with these on my tree. I actually didn't have the little girl one. She has little braids at the back. Really sweet, right? So I was happy to get that one there. So I'll add those two to my collection. And then the other ones, I had never seen these before, and they are vintage. They say made in Hong Kong. Again, they're the same type of resin, kind of plastic material. And they're all little angels sitting on like a crescent moon. Very, very cute. They seem to be all intact. They got their wings. This one's holding a star. I think they are just slightly different. I'm not sure if the moons are all going the same way. This one's playing the banjo or something. But the same type of deal there. They all are just a little bit different. This one is the trumpet player. Little red dress. It's so fun that they're sitting on the moon. I think that's so cute. Such a cute little touch. And this one is, I guess it's like a teal. It's kind of like a cross between a blue and a green that they're wearing, and it's holding like a little candlestick. Aren't those adorable? So I definitely think I got my money's worth from this bag. There is some random little one in here. What is this guy? It's like a little ceramic toy soldier. I'll probably add this to our ornament sale in the future. Doesn't really go with my Christmas decor, but it's kind of cute. But that was just like a little added bonus, I guess. But those are so fun. I was really happy with those. That's everything I picked up at the yard sales today. Let me know down in the comments what I picked up was your favorite, and be sure to subscribe and check out the Goodwill video that I did go to right after this yard sale, because that's where I was heading, right? Be sure to check out the Goodwill video in the next video, and we'll see you then. All right, we'll get you in the next one. Bye.